The world was loud. Violence filled the land. People did whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, but one man was different. His name was Noah, and he was about to hear something that would change everything. Would you believe God if no one else did? God looked at the world and saw corruption everywhere. He saw the violence, the disobedience. It grieved him. But Noah found favor in his sight. So God spoke to Noah. He said the earth would be destroyed by a flood. Water would cover everything. Nothing outside would survive. But Noah was given a very specific instruction: build an ark. If God gave you one instruction today, a single command, would you obey it? Yes or no? This wasn't just any command. The ark had specific measurements, a specific length, a specific width, and a specific height. It wasn't random, and it definitely wasn't optional. It had to be built from gopher wood, with 3 levels inside and only one door. Noah listened, Noah believed, and then Noah started building. He picked up his tools and began to work, even though there wasn't a single cloud in the sky. Would you build an ark if there was no rain? Be honest. As this massive structure began to rise from the ground, people noticed, and they laughed, they mocked him. They questioned his sanity. Where is the rain, Noah? Why are you wasting your life on this foolish project? You look ridiculous. But Noah kept building, day after day, year after year. His faith didn't need their approval. His faith just kept working. Have you ever been mocked for doing what you knew was the right thing? Finally, after all that time, the ark was completed. It stood tall, silent, and massive. A monument to obedience, and its single door remained open. Then, God spoke again. It was time to enter the ark, time to prepare for what was coming. It was the moment that would separate obedience from disobedience. Do you think the people who had been watching and mocking should have entered the ark? Then, something truly unusual happened. Animals began to arrive. They came to buy 2, male and female, just as God had commanded. Lions and elephants, birds of the air, creatures both small and great. They all entered the ark peacefully, without any fear and without any force. A divine parade walking into their place of safety, the ark began to fill with life. Which animal would you want to see enter the ark first? Even with all the animals inside, the door was still open. The people still watched. Noah didn't give up on them. He warned them. He pleaded with them to come inside, to find safety. But they refused. They kept laughing. They just walked away, back to their lives. And then, God Himself closed the door. In that moment, everything changed. What would you do if the door of opportunity closed today? That's when the rain fell. It didn't just drizzle, it poured from the sky. And water burst up from the ground. The earth itself seemed to shake as the waters rose higher and higher. The ark began to lift. It floated. The very thing that once seemed so foolish to everyone outside had now become salvation for everyone inside. Inside the ark, there was life. Outside, there was only destruction. If you were inside, would you stay calm or would you panic? Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Life inside the ark found a new rhythm. The animals had to be fed. Order was maintained. Peace replaced the chaos of the world outside. Lions rested beside sheep. The sounds of the animals became the new normal. Faith wasn't just a one-time decision to build. It became endurance, a daily trust. Which animal do you think would have caused the most trouble inside the ark? After a long time, the rain finally stopped, but the waiting continued. Water still covered the entire earth. There was no land in sight. So Noah waited. He was patient. He was watchful. Because true faith knows not only when to move, but also when to wait on God's timing. Are you good at waiting? Yes or no? To see if it was safe, Noah released a bird. It came back. He waited and sent another bird, a dove. This time, it returned with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. Hope was confirmed. The waters were finally going down. Life was returning to the earth. What would you do first when you finally stepped back on dry land? At last, the ark rested on dry ground. The door opened. Life stepped out into a clean, new world. And then, a spectacular rainbow filled the sky. It was a promise from God, a covenant. Never again would the world be destroyed by a flood. The flood had ended, but the powerful lesson of obedience remained. What does the rainbow mean to you? Noah obeyed when others laughed. Noah believed when others doubted. He prepared when others ignored the clear warning. And that simple, powerful obedience saved the future of humanity. The story of Noah leaves us with a question that echoes through time. What would you do if God called you today? Thanks for watching. If you want more Bible stories brought to life like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.